Hey everybody, it's Maiku, and Why Don't We Watch, the show where I break down one of my favorite movies and try to answer the question, why don't we watch this? Today's movie debuted in 2001. Highlights of the year include Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Peter Jackson's visually epic take on Babe, I'm just going out for cigarettes, as told by J.R.R. Tolkien in The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Hey, it's Donnie Darko. Totally. Next we have History Means War is Cool, Women Drool, aka Pearl Harbor, as directed by Michael Bay. And most importantly, the underrated PG-13 satirical comedy with a killer soundtrack, Josie and the PussyCats. Starring in a particular order, and that order is current relevancy, Rosario Dawson, Tara Reid, and Rachel Lee Cook. Who knew in the 20-teens that Tara Reid would be moderately more relevant than Rachel Lee Cook? I guess she is not all that. Shh. Listen. I know. I'm short. I can only go for the low-hanging fruit. Not every quip can be a gold star. Directed by Harry Elford and Deborah Kaplan, the team who directed one of my favorite movies growing up, Can't Hardly Wait. Love that movie. Josie and the Pussycats is based on the Archie comic book and Hanna-Barbera cartoon about a traveling trio of human female musicians. This flick and its soundtrack is full of surprises and memorable moments. It is so quote-worthy. Let's jump right in. The movie begins with a soft opening scene of the band du jour performing for a gaggle of screaming fans on the tarmac outside their private jet, a la Backstreet Boys in the I Want It That Way video. After, the boy band is on a plane traveling somewhere, and there's a ton of conflict because egos. Am I right? Wyatt Frame, played by the exceptionally talented Alan Cumming, is the executive of record label, Mega Records. Du jour continues to argue until one of them, Lanky McSquinty Eyes, quiets down the band, but also has noticed something peculiar on their record. Wyatt listens to the record, then enters the cockpit to give a cryptic instruction to the pilot, and then mysteriously parachutes out of the plane as it crashes in the distance. The movie opens with the Pussycats giving us our first song. All the songs are sung by Kay Hanley, the lead singer of Letters to Cleo. Her voice is so distinct. They are super catchy. They scream, I am a young suburban girl. Boys suck, but like, I love them, okay? We have Rachel Lee Cook as Josie, the lead singer and accessible one. Rosario Dawson as Valerie, the edgy and emo one. Tara Reid as Melly, the dumb one. And she's blonde too. You get it? Oh, and in case you're wondering, Val and Mel are super significant. They have the fullest character arcs in cinematic history. They only shorten their name for brevity. The song 6 whole hour finishes and we are introduced to a supporting character, the unbelievable love interest, Alan M. I'm not going to go over actors in tertiary roles. You've either seen him before or you haven't. The acting was fine in that too. They establish an incredibly flirt. Will they or won't they, for the plot, as Josie fixes his vehicle because she is cooler than you, damn it. The trio all live together and are interrupted splitting a single packet of ramen because they're super poor, but have like a 3-bedroom house. And are interrupted by their inattentive manager Alexander and his snarky sister Alexandra, played by 2 more actors that will have you asking, what were they in? Alexander lets them know that he couldn't do his job because he had to get du jour tickets. Mel does this, which is adorable.
Company here. I can't be everywhere at once.
Oh, wouldn't that be cool though if you could? I could be here and in there. And I could be in the living.
Though I'm not sure that Tara Reid got the joke. Mel notices MTV News, wow, that really dates this movie, it's reporting that du jour is missing. The Pussycats are bummed for about a millisecond before they begin lamenting about their lack of a record deal and decide to go out and get one with or without Alexander, so they head to downtown Riverdale. You might notice a ton of product placement. It only gets worse or better throughout the movie. More on that later. Meanwhile, Wyatt, who is also downtown, plays a record that suspiciously enacts a frenzy of impulse shopping for all within earshot. This line delivery is perfect.
Smells like teen spirit.
It's the frenetic shopping, the Pussycats try to play in the town center, but are stopped with this line.
What do you think you're doing? You can't play here. I've got things to sell. They're new. They're orange.
And walk away right into the view of Wyatt as he is just looking for a band. How convenient. He takes the girls to Starbucks. Alexander is roasted by Wyatt.
To summer on the continent, fancy a snog.
Fancy a mint.
Who offers them a record deal. I really wish that you could just say something out loud, make a half-assed attempt to try it in real life, and then it came true. I don't know what you would say. Maybe like, I run a really successful YouTube channel where people value my opinions and don't make mean comments. They all then head to the bathroom to discuss. Mel surprises everyone with this.
Does anyone else think this is a little off?
Like what?
Well, like that Wyatt guy, for one.
Oh yeah, like how he ordered a triple cappuccino and scooped up all the foam. Why not just get an espresso? Plus how he kept folding his napkin like he's afraid he doesn't have any real friends. Just people who want to use him.
The girls accept and are whisked away to NYC, bringing Alan M as their guitar tech. Alexander is there because he's the manager, and that just leaves Alexandra.
You know what? I still don't understand why you're here.
I'm here because I was in the comic book.
What?
Nothing.
Obligatory montage is obligatory. We get another song that is just serviceable. It's fine. Like, it's not like amazing, but it's catchy. Wyatt has bought a billboard, and Val makes an observation which elicits this response.
We're not Josie and the PussyCats, we're just the PussyCats.
Oh, no. Josie's the singer the public needs someone out front to identify with. Oh, trust me. Our studies have shown that bands that have the word "and" in the title sell twice as many records as those that don't.
But what about the Beatles? Or the Rolling Stones? Or the Backstreet Boys?
Well, if you want to split hairs, yes, of course, obviously, yes.
We cut to the CEO of Mega Records, Fiona, as played by the queen of 90 indie movies, Parker Posey, or Peepo, as I like to call her. I know it makes no sense, but that's what I like to call her. Fiona almost screws up her plan to brainwash the youth, with the CIO's help, via cat-eared headphones. Ariana Grande, eat your heart out. The girls head to the studio and notice a big machine, the Mega Sound 5000. Wyatt vaguely explains that away. He demonstrates it for them, and then this happens. We get the literal best song of the movie with another montage. This one is better and also is necessary, as it shows time has passed. And time has. Josie and the PussyCats are a success. Val, on the other hand, is feeling jealous and left out, and with good reason, as Wyatt appears to have forgotten an invitation to the party that Fiona is throwing for apparently only Josie. Sorry, Val. Mel is an idiot in the shower, but when she exits, she sees this ominous message. Alan M. and Josie awkward flirt some more. She agrees to support him at an open mic, much to Wyatt's chagrin. At the party, the girls' inner monologues are revealed. Megalomaniacal Fiona is narcissistic as she pulls the ladies away to have girl talk, and is super awkward, especially as she has some problems speaking. Mel demonstrates once again she is super perceptive. Fiona and Wyatt evilly plot to break up the band by fatally getting rid of the other two, leaving only Josie. Val and Mel are sent to TRL. Wow, things really do come full circle. Without Josie, who is asked to do some extra work. Well, she is guilted into it. At the TRL set, something is amiss. Val notices it, but Mel naturally doesn't catch on. Mel flirts her then at-the-time boyfriend. Like, in real life, Carson Daly and Tara Reid were actually dating during the filming of this movie. Super weird. And Val kicks butt. They return to Josie, who has not only missed Alan M's performance, but also thinks she does all the work. How dare she? She ends up breaking Val and Mel's hearts. Like this.
Mouse? Puppies turn into dogs who get old and die.
Now completely self-absorbed, she decides to go for a walk alone. And as she's listening to a pretty good song, trips. And as is apropos, no one in New York City notices. The CD player now is messed up, and she can actually hear the subliminal messages. Alexandra and Alexander are full-on consumer zombies. Rushing to the studio, she finds the hidden track and is shocked to find...
Have your own primetime TV series. We could call it Josie and run it right after Will and Grace.
Oh my god, that's Mr. Movie Phone. How did you get him to put that on there? Oh, you slept with him.
What are you talking about? This is on our CD. It's underneath the music. Wyatt put them on there. To brainwash me.
Dum dum dum. Ooh, brainwashing. Ooh, help, we're being brainwashed. Diet Coke is the new Pepsi One.
Disgusted to find out she is a music pimp, Josie runs to the concert hall to stop all the brainwashing, but is stopped by Fiona and Wyatt, and some lackeys. Mel and Val are there. Apparently they were kidnapped. They fight, and Fiona's plan is thwarted by a return du jour, but they are badly injured, all for Lanky McSquint-Eye. With the Megatype being destroyed, Wyatt and Fiona both have a ridiculous reveal. Alexander is insulted once again, this time by the head of the CIA, who arrests Fiona and Wyatt as scapegoats to protect the government. And the girls play their music their way, and the crowd loves it. Al-Ain bothers to show up and declare its love, though no one cares. And the movie ends in a nice little bow. The credits roll with mandatory comedy outtakes as the cartoon theme song of Josie and the PussyCats plays over the credits. So why don't we watch this? And no guys, it's not the O. Honestly, I can't tell you. This movie has its tongue firmly planted in its cheek. The product placement may seem like it's overkill, but it has a purpose. I mean, it's integral to the plot, hence there is product placement everywhere. Not to mention, Hollywood is shameless. Duh. It's not like the movie is poorly acted or directed. Those things are done well. I think what adults did at the time was underestimate their children. I was like, whoa, this whole movie knows who I am. Like, it knows what it is and it doesn't pull any punches. I got this movie then, like, instantly. Sadly, kids didn't see this movie in theaters as much as they thought they would. I mean, it was competing against Harry Potter, of all things. I mean, I didn't even see this until, like, Stars was playing it on a loop. My roommates at the time hated me. They would come home every day from work, and I would be there, like, watching Josie and the PussyCats for, like, the umpteenth time, laughing my ass off and quoting the movie to them when they had no idea what I was talking about. Wow. I guess things really do come full circle, huh? I love this movie. It doesn't pander to kids. Like, maybe I wouldn't have gotten it back then when I was 13, but, like, at 15, I definitely would have been all over this thing. It would have totally been like, whoa, this movie gets me. Grab yourself some Diet Coke, sit down and watch this because Josie and the PussyCats is the new orange. Hey guys, it's Maiku. Thanks so much for watching this. Be sure to like and subscribe and also click that little bell icon. Again, I'm going to try to do this at least twice a week. Editing these videos take a little bit more time than I anticipated as I get busier and busier in my professional life. But I want to make sure that I am at least putting out content on a regular basis. I also wanted to say thank you to everyone who has circulated this on the internet. Also, go ahead and in the comments give me some suggestions on how I can make these videos better. I'm always interested in trying out new things and seeing how I could improve. You know, I'm loading this as I go, and I've gotten some great feedback from friends and family, so some nice strangers would be great. I'm not saying that they're not helpful at all, but I don't know, maybe. Who knows?
I just can't cope.
It's weird how I can't get my nose to move without moving my entire, like, mouth, right? How do people wiggle the nose?